So let me start with this chapter. Now, whenever I'm teaching, only listen. You don't have to write anything. Now, some of the things, because some students have already attended 9th standard, some of the things may be a bit boring because I have taught the basics even 9th standard. So some parts will be a repetition because I'm going to teach everything from basics. You need not know anything. Everything I'll teach only from basics. Okay. So let's start with this chapter, polynomials. Okay. So actually, this is a schedule. So maths will actually be on Tuesday and Friday, 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And science will be on Wednesday and Saturday, 6:30 to 8 p.m. Please, all of you, set up alarm on these days and join on time. I will not be sending reminders. I will not be sending reminders. The link remains the same. Zoom link remains the same. Note down the time, set up alarm, set up recurring alarm. Okay, so that you'll be able to join the classes on time. Okay, I will not be sending reminders. Please remember. Okay, perfect. So in this chapter, polynomials, first of all, we are going to learn some basics. Okay. So the first thing in this chapter which we are going to learn is nothing but variable. So what is a variable? Variable is a quantity whose value is not fixed. It keeps changing depending on the situation. Variable is a quantity whose value is not fixed. It keeps changing depending on the situation. See, suppose we are solving word problems based on ages. So there, the variable will actually be like the variable x. For example, you are assuming variable x. It can take value 20 or 30. Suppose you are going to buy pencil and you are going to frame an equation. So their variable will have some other value. For example, 1 or 2. So variable is a quantity whose value is not fixed. Okay. So what is variable? Don't write, just listen. Variable is a quantity whose value is not fixed. Variable is a quantity whose value is not fixed. Now, to denote a variable, we can use any letter of the alphabet, but generally we use X, Y, and Z or Z. We can use P, Q, R, anything, T, okay? So variable is a quantity whose value is not fixed. We can use any letter of the alphabet to denote a variable, okay? Next, we have something called as a constant, okay? Next, we have something called as a constant, okay? Next, we have something called as a constant. So constant is a quantity whose value is fixed. It will not change. It will never change. For example, 2 will always remain 2. 10 will always remain 10. So is a quantity whose value is fixed. Example, 2, the number 10, the number 100, anything, number 7, number 5, anything. Okay. Next, when we are going to combine this variable and constant, okay, when you combine, just 1 minute, okay, when you combine this, who has joined right? When you are going to combine this variable and constant, we have a variable, we have a constant. When you're going to combine them by basic arithmetic operations like plus, minus, multiply, divide, you are going to get something called as algebraic expression. When you're going to combine this variable and constant by basic arithmetic operations like plus, minus, multiply, divide, what we'll get? We'll get algebraic expression. So next we have something called as algebraic expression or algebraic expression. We'll get algebraic expression or algebraic expression. Okay. So what is that? We'll write when variables and constants, when the variables and constants are connected, when the variables and constants are connected by basic arithmetic operations, like plus, minus multiply divide, we get algebraic expressions. We get algebraic expressions. Okay. Some of the examples of algebraic expressions are x plus 4 is an algebraic expression. Okay. 2x square plus 3x minus 10 is an expression. Next, I can have x square plus 5 by x minus 7. This is an expression, please remember, but this is not a polynomial. See, this is an expression, even 5 by x if I have, right? See, this is an expression. Later on, we'll learn that this is not a polynomial, but this is an expression. Why it is an expression? Because we have variables and constant combined by basic arithmetic operations. We have divide here, right? But this is not a polynomial. Although it is an expression, it is not a polynomial. So all the expressions, no, they are not polynomials. Okay, all the expressions are not polynomials. We'll understand that. Okay, we'll understand that very soon. Okay, so this is an expression, another expression. Next example is like 5x cube plus 2x minus 7x minus maybe 10. This is also an algebraic expression. So all these are examples of algebraic expressions. Are you all getting yes or no? Perfect. Now, those who are actually like attending the classes, see, whenever I ask, understood and like show a thumbs up, you also please show a thumbs up to indicate that you have understood. In case anybody has not understood, you don't have to use reactions. You have to just show your hand. I'm able to see each and every one of you on my right side. I have a screen on my right side. I'm able to see each and every one of you. Okay, just show a thumbs up like this to indicate that you have understood whenever I ask. If you have not understood any concept and if you want me to repeat, please put R in the chat box for repeating. You have to put R in the chat box. I repeat, whenever I ask the question whether you have understood, if you have understood, just show a thumbs up. If not, please put R in the chat for me to repeat it. I will repeat it for sure. But all of you, please listen with 100% focus. I am teaching the concept in the most simplest manner. If you focus, you'll be able to understand. There's no need of repetition also. There's no need actually. So just focus. Okay. I can't see black. Okay. So those who are joining late, right? I will not be sharing my screen. You will not be able to see my screen. So this is what I don't like insincere people. I mean, they don't even respect education. Okay. They think it's actually just, they're not respecting. So please, everyone, my humble request, join before time. Not on time, before time. 8 o'clock the class starts. You have to join before that. See, we'll start at 8:05 basically. Okay, we'll start at 8:05. But you start joining before itself. 8:05 sharp will start. But don't join at 8:05. You join before itself. Okay. Yes. Next, we have understood what is variable, what is constant, what is expression. Okay, we have understood all this. Now we are going to understand something called as term. Something called as term. So what is term? Term is nothing but the quantity or the thing, we can say, the quantity separated by plus or minus. The quantity separated by plus or minus are referred to as terms. Okay. See, I'll take one example to make you understand. Okay. See, suppose if I have x plus 5. Okay. So x is one term, 5 is another term. So x and 5, they are actually terms. Okay. Next, suppose if I have 2x square minus 5x minus 7. Okay. Or maybe plus 7 I'll put. So here the terms are 2x square. See, we have to take minus also into account whenever there's a negative sign. So minus 5x and 7 are terms. Okay. Whenever there's a negative sign, we have to take the negative sign also into account for sure. Okay. Suppose if I have 5x cube minus 7x square, okay, plus maybe 3x minus 10. So here the terms will be 5x cube, comma, minus 7x square, comma, 3x. See, whenever there's a positive sign, we don't write the positive sign. And minus 10. They are nothing but terms. Okay. So quantity separated by plus or minus. See, only if you have a plus or a minus, you'll get terms. Otherwise, you will not get, single, otherwise it will remain a single term. I repeat, whenever we have a plus or a minus, you'll get number of terms. Otherwise, it will remain a single term. Please remember. Okay. Next, we are going to understand the definition of a polynomial. Polynomial. Okay. Now, in many textbooks, they have given polynomial means many terms. That is not the correct definition for polynomial. Please remember. Okay. So now, before I make you understand the definition of a polynomial, you should know what is a whole number actually. You should know what is whole number. Whole number. See, whole number are the set of numbers or collection. It's a collection of numbers which starts from 0 and goes up to infinity. Okay, infinity means what? This is a symbol for infinity. Infinity means very large number. Okay, so collection, now we use this symbol. See, this is actually, this symbol is used to indicate the collection. This is called set. You'll be studying as a chapter in 11th standard. Set. S-E-T, set. So set is basically collection of numbers. So collection of numbers starting from 0 and going up to infinity is called whole numbers. We use capital letter W for denoting set of whole numbers. See, in the chapter sets, no, they will not write like this. They will use symbol W. So wherever W is there, it means it is a set of whole numbers. It is a collection of whole numbers. It is a collection of whole numbers. So please remember, it's a very important definition right now I have told. Starting from 0 and going up to infinity. Okay, whole numbers. Those are whole numbers. So what is the definition of a polynomial? It says when the powers of the variable involved in the algebraic expression, when the powers of the variable involved in the algebraic expressions are whole numbers. When the powers of the variable involved in the algebraic expressions are whole numbers, then we can say that that particular algebraic expression will be a polynomial. Okay, then we say that, then we can say that the particular algebraic expression is a polynomial. Okay, let me give some examples. Okay, suppose if I have 3x square, or maybe I'll take 5x, anything. Actually, see, just randomly I'm taking something. So 5x square minus 10x plus 7. See, this is an expression. This is an expression. But now we want to check whether this is a polynomial as well. Now I want to check whether this is a polynomial as well. Okay. So what do? I check the powers of the variables. See here, what is the power of the variable? It is 2. See, variable is x. Variable is x, power is 2. Power is 2. Here, if you look carefully, in this term, this is actually, see, there are 3 terms here. There are 3 terms here. This is one term, another term, and third term. There are 3 terms here. Maybe I'll write those separately. 3 terms are there. Okay. So if you look into 5x square alone, see, in this, power of the variable, in this, the power of the variable is 2. In this one, in the next one, this is the next term. Okay. The power of the variable is 1, because x power nothing is means 1 will be there. If nothing is there for x power 1, and if there's no power for x, it is 1 always. Okay. So it is 1. Now, if you look at this number, it is constant. 7 is a constant. Okay. Now, whenever it is a constant, a lot of people have a confusion. What should be the power of the variable? Let me explain, then you'll be able to understand. See, if I have 7, I can write 7 as 7 into 1, because 7 into 1 is 7. And 1 I can write as x to the power 0 because x to the power 0 is 1. And that is why I can write 1 as x to the power 0. That means 7 is nothing but 7x to the power 0 as well. What is 7? 7x to the power 0. That means whenever we have a constant, the power of the variable will always be 0. Okay, 7 is there. I can write x to the power 0. Okay, so that means here the power of the variable is 0. See, suppose if I have 5 or maybe if I have 8. So 8 I can write 8 into 1. That is 8 into x to the power 0. So 8 I can write 8x to the power 0. So whenever we have a constant, power of the variable has to be 0. Why? Only if the power of the variable is 0, then only that constant will remain as it is. See, suppose I have 8 into x to the power 1. It will become 8x. For 8 to remain 8, x to the power has to be 0. For 8 to remain 8, x to the power must be 0. Then only 8 into 1 will become 8. Yes or no, everyone? Yes or no, everyone? So whenever we have a constant, the power of the variable it is a must. Power of the variable must be 0. Okay, remember that. Okay. So now, so here, if you look at the powers of the variable, when the powers of the variable involved in the expression, this was the expression, power of the variables are whole numbers, 0, 1, 2, all are whole numbers, right? That means this is a polynomial. That means what? This I can say is a polynomial. This I can say is a polynomial. Okay. So now, suppose if I have number, I'll go to the next page. Suppose I have just one number. Let it be maybe 6. Is 6 a polynomial? Yes or no in the chat box. Is 6 a polynomial? Yes or no in the chat box. Yes or no in the chat box. Okay, good. Most of you have put right. Okay. Aisha, can you unmute yourself and tell me why it is a polynomial? Aisha?
Because 6 into x power 0, so it's 6.
Okay, 6, because you are saying 6 is equal to 6 into x to the power 0, which is 6. So how does it become a polynomial?
It's a collection of constant and variables.
Actually, the answer is because the power of the variable is a whole number, no? If you look here, see, 6 I am able to write as, all of you listen, 6 I can write as 6 into 1, which is 6 into x to the power 0. That means 6 is equal to 6x to the power 0. See, x to the power 0. So here the power of the variable is a whole number. 0 is a whole number, right? That is why 6 is a polynomial. It is actually called a constant polynomial. It is called what? Constant polynomial. So whenever we have a constant number, it is called a constant polynomial. Okay. So 6 is so any constant is a constant polynomial. Okay. Is a constant polynomial. Okay. Suppose if I have 8, 8 is also a constant polynomial. Okay. 8 is also a constant polynomial. Okay. Now, there is something called as degree. Okay. There is something called as degree of a polynomial, degree. Let's understand what is degree. See, suppose if I have a polynomial like 5x square plus 3x minus 7. Okay. How do I know this is a polynomial? If you look at the powers of the variable, here it is 2, here it is 1, here it is 0. Okay. So if you look at this polynomial, the powers are whole numbers, right? If you look at this expression, the powers are whole numbers, right? So it is a polynomial. So this is a polynomial for sure. Polynomial. Now, in this polynomial, what is the highest power of the variable? Highest power of the variable is 2. See, powers of the variable are 2, 1, and 0. Powers of the variables are 2, 1, and 0. What is the highest power of the variable? Highest power of the variable is 2. Highest power of the variable in the polynomial is referred to as its degree. What is degree? Highest power of the variable in the polynomial is referred to as its degree. Okay, so I'll write the highest power of the variable. What is degree? The highest power of the variable in the polynomial. So if you look at this polynomial, highest power of the variable is 2, right? So therefore we can say degree is 2. Yes or no, everyone? Yes or no, everyone? Now, first of all of you tell me whether 2x plus maybe 7, is it a polynomial? Yes or no in the chat box. Is it a polynomial 2x plus 7? Shrinika will come one by one, Shrinika. Just hold on. All of you are right. The answer is yes. It is a polynomial for sure. Why? Because if you look at the powers of the variable, it is 1 and here it is 0. And highest power of the variable is 1. So degree is what? I'll write capital D. Degree is 1. Clear? Perfect. Perfect. Now suppose if I have maybe the number 6. If I have the number 6. See, 6 is also a polynomial. So what will be the degree of this in the chat box? What will be the degree of 6? Very good, everyone. So degree is 0. Whenever we have a constant polynomial, I can write x to the power 0. See, 6, I can write 6x to the power 0. Yes. So degree is what? Degree is 0. So whenever we have a constant polynomial, degree is what? 0. This is a very important question. Okay, remember, degree, I'll write that. Degree of a constant polynomial. Degree of a constant polynomial is 0. Okay, degree of a constant polynomial is what? 0. Clear, everyone? Now, all of you have to answer. Think and answer, okay? Now, those people who have already attended my classes in 9th standard, they know the answer. Because in 9th also, I discussed all this, okay? All this I have taught in 9th also. If I open 9th class, lecture 1 on polynomials, it will be the same thing. There's no difference, okay? So 9th class students will know, but still, everyone please answer, okay? Think and answer. So we learned that if I have number 2 or number 7 or number 9 or any number, the degree is 0 because power of the variable will be 0. But suppose if I have the number 0 itself, if I have the number 0 itself, what will be the degree of 0 in the chat? Everybody? Amruta not right, so you have not attended my classes. Naitik not right. Shivani, okay, very nice, you're right. Nitish not right. Somil not right. Yogesh not right. So those, Aisha, very nice, Aisha. You have not attended my classes, but still very nice. You have very nice. Other people are right. Many other people are right. Meena not right. Suraj not right. Shaurya is good. Shaurya, Stuti, Prisha, all of you are right. Good. Aryan, right? See, many people actually have put 0. Some people have put 1 also. Okay. And one more thing. Whenever I'm asking a question, everybody has to respond. Okay, whether you know it or not, you think and answer. Why that is important? Because through that only you learn. Okay. Lakshita, is your video not working? Is your camera not working? Lakshita, is your camera not working? Thank you so much. Please, and everyone, I should not be asking this question. See, for 5 minutes, you can turn it off if you're having something. But actually, get the water bottle. Don't go to washroom during the class. Everyone, my humble request, don't go to washroom during the class. Get your water bottle. If you want to drink water, be on the side table and drink water. Don't go actually to fetch water and then drink and come. That will actually waste time and you lose some important points. Okay, please. Okay, Sanskriti. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, this chapter was not there. No, Sanskriti, you had told me that this chapter was deleted actually, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is why you are not aware. No problem. Shauryan, you are also not right. No problem. We are here to learn. So that is what I'm telling you, everyone. I'm going to teach each and everything here. Each and everything. Everything will become very clear for you. Okay. Perfect. Now, Shrinika, you have not, Shrinika, what is the, you have not put any answer for this question? Everybody, whenever I'm asking a question, right, please put the answer, whether you know it or not. I have already told. Okay. 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 Now some people who have attended my classes also, they have put it wrong. Okay. I didn't expect that. Okay. So one more thing I want to tell from here. If you're not revising class notes, right? So before the class starts, now before you join the next lecture, you sit down on the study table before half an hour and revise whatever we have learned. I repeat, you have to write the class notes within 24 hours. And before you come for the next class, you revise and come. Okay, revise. Very important. Okay. So now suppose if I have 0, all of you please understand. Suppose I have 0. See, 0, I can write as 0 into x to the power 0. That is 0 into 1, which is 0. 0 I can write as 0 into x to the power 1, which is 0 into x, which is 0. 0 I can write as 0 into x to the power 2, which is 0 into x to the power 2, which is 0. I can write 0 as 0 into x to the power 3, which is 0 into x to the power 3, which is 0. 0 I can write as 0 into x to the power 100 also. Then also 0 into x to the power 100 will be 0. 0 I can write as 0 into x to the power 1000. 0 into x to the power 1000, which is 0. That means what? Whenever I have the number 0, whatever be the power of the variable, see, variable can be power 0, power 1, power 2, power 3, power 4, power 5, like power 100, power 1000, power anything. If I have the number 0, whatever be the power of the variable, whatever, the answer will always come out to be 0. But suppose I have a fixed number 7. See, 7, it has to have x to the power 0 only. Then only it will become 7. For 7 to remain 7, x has to be power 0 for sure. For 7 to remain 7, x power has to be 0. But for 0 to remain 0, x power can be anything. X power can be anything. It is not fixed. It is not fixed. And whenever something is not fixed, we say it is not defined. Whenever something is not fixed, right, we say it is not defined. Okay. Whenever something is not fixed in mathematics, we say it is not defined. Okay. Whenever you're not able to fix a particular value, you'll say it is not defined. So that is why, because whenever we have 0, I can have any power of x, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, anything. So because power of the variable is not fixed, here power of the variable is fixed, right? Whenever 7 is there, power of the variable is fixed, but here it is not fixed. That is why degree of a 0 polynomial is not defined. Okay, I write degree of a 0 polynomial is not defined. Is not defined. Degree of a 0 polynomial is not defined. This is a very important question again. Have you all understood this line? Yes or no? Yes? Shrinika? Perfect. Perfect. If anybody has not understood, you can put repeat in the chat box or R in the chat box. Okay. And please, while I'm explaining, please focus everyone. I'm teaching all the concepts from the basics. Even if you don't know anything, you can understand. Okay. Anything if you don't know also in mathematics. Okay. You can understand. Okay. That is a guarantee I can give you. Okay. But you have to actually focus. Okay. Okay. Let me reshare my screen. Okay. Next. So you have understood all of these degree. Now, moving on to the next concept in this, we have understood polynomials, degree of polynomial. Okay. So now, next, we are going to see another concept of coefficient. Okay. We are going to see the coefficient concept of coefficient. Coefficient. Okay. Coefficient. Okay. So to make you understand the concept of coefficient, I'll just take one example. Okay. Suppose I have 5x cube plus 2x square minus 7x plus 10. Okay. This is a polynomial. This is a polynomial. Powers of the variables are whole numbers. Okay. So suppose in this polynomial, if somebody asks, okay, what is the coefficient of x cube? Okay. If somebody is asking what is the coefficient of x cube, all of you listen. Whenever you want to find the coefficient of anything, right? Go to the term which contains x cube. See, here there are 4 terms. First term, second term, third term, 4 terms. There are 4 terms, okay? To find the coefficient of x cube, go to the term which contains x cube. Only this term contains x cube, only this term. Now, if there are multiple terms containing x cube, first of all, you have to simplify. Remember, suppose I have another, like maybe here 7x cube is there. So first of all, you add these two and simplify before you find coefficient. Okay, you have to simplify. Okay, so coefficient of x cube, if you want to find out, first of all, you actually anything, first of all, you simplify the expression. This is already in simplest form. I mean, I cannot even simplify further. This is the simplest form. So coefficient of x cube will be what? Go to the term which contains x cube. This is a term which contains x cube. In that term, remove x cube. Remove that x cube. Remove x cube. Okay. If you remove x cube, what will come? Only 5 will come. So 5 is the coefficient of x cube. So simple. Suppose you want to find the coefficient of x square. Okay, coefficient of x square. So go to the term which contains x square. This is a term which contains x square. Okay, that is a term which contains x square. So in that, if you remove x square, what will be left? 2 will be left. So 2 is the coefficient of x square. Okay, next. Suppose I want to find the coefficient of x. So go to the term which contains x. This is a term which contains x. But here it is negative, right? So we have to write negative. See, whenever it is positive, we don't have to write the sign. But if there is a negative, we have to write. Okay. Now see, coefficient we define only for a variable. See, these are all variables, right? For this, we don't have any. There's nothing called coefficient for constant and all. Okay. So coefficient we define only for a variable. So coefficient of x cube is 5. Coefficient of x square is 2. Coefficient of x is minus 7. Okay. Suppose if I have 2x square minus 10x plus 5. What is the coefficient of x in this one? All of you in the chat box, what is the coefficient of x in this one? What is the coefficient of x? All of you, please put in the chat box. Stuti, can you just check? What have I asked? All of you, please read the question carefully. I mean, you should not do silly mistakes and all here. So the answer is minus 10. So go to the term which contains x. This only contains x. Remove x. What is left? Minus 10. Answer is minus 10. Okay. Suppose if I have x square plus 5x plus 6. See here, before x square, I don't have anything. Before x square, I don't have anything. That means I can put 1. Because 1 into x square is x square, right? So I can put 1 here. So if they ask coefficient of x square, no, here it will be 1. See, if nothing is there, means 1 is there. Why not 0? Because if you put 0, 0 into this will become 0. So it will not be 0. Please remember. Coefficient of x square cannot be 0. Because if it is 0, it will become 0 into x square will become 0. So it has to be 1 only. Okay. So if nothing is there, please remember. Coefficient of x square will be 1. Are you all getting? Yes or no? Perfect. Don't use reactions. Lakshita, you can just show your hand. No reactions. Okay, don't have to put, I am able to see your face. Yes. Everyone. Just show your thumbs up. That's all. Okay. Perfect. Now, suppose if I have, all of you please put in the answer in the chat box. Suppose if I have 7xyz. How many terms do we have here? How many terms do we have here? All of you are right. Very good. All of you are right. Correct. All of you are right. Good. Good, good. All of you are right. Good. Good. All of you are right. The answer is 1. Srinika, the answer is not 4. Srinika, can you unmute yourself and tell me what is the definition of term? The quantity separated by plus or minus, right? Here we have only multiply, right? Yes or no? Everything is multiply, right? So this is only one term. Clear? Yes? So only one term because it is multiplied. Okay? So this is one term only. Now in this one, can you all tell me what is the coefficient of x in the chat? No, not everybody's right. Oh my God. Okay. No problem. We'll discuss. Most of you are right. Some of you are not right. No problem. See, to find coefficient of x, we have to go to the term which contains x. This is the only term available. To find the coefficient of x, we have to go to that term. Remove x. If you remove x, what will be left? 7 will be left. Y will be left. Z will also be left. So coefficient of x is 7yz. Okay. Coefficient of x is what? 7yz. Okay. Are you all getting? Yes or no? Same way, suppose if they ask coefficient of y, so you remove y in that. So left will be 7xz. Okay. Suppose they ask coefficient of z. You remove z, what is left? 7xy. I hope you are all getting clarity. If anybody is having a doubt, feel free to ask. Nobody is able to see your face. They just see your name. With one name, we can have multiple people. Okay, so many people are there. Okay, Sanskriti, we have so many Sanskriti in all over India. Okay. So please don't bother about asking questions. I mean, if you have any doubt, feel free to ask. Okay. Think, okay. Think that I'm teaching you directly. See, when we go to a temple, we don't bother about the crowd, especially when if you go to Tirupati or some other any other place, we don't care about the number of people coming. We just go to seek blessings. Okay. We don't even care like how many people are coming. We don't even think before going. We know that it will be a lot of crowd will be there, but still we actually believe that yes, God will listen to us. Okay. So I mean, don't actually worry about other students. You think that you have come here to learn. Your doubt should get clarified. That's it. Okay. No, so that is what. So Prisha has asked a question. So the coefficient of 7 will be x, y, z. No, we don't define coefficient for constant. Coefficient is only defined for a variable. Is that clear? Coefficient is defined only for a variable. Okay. And see, like I mean, this may be a very silly question because already I had told that coefficient will define for a variable only. But please feel free to ask. Even if you are having that doubt, ask. See, as a teacher, no, I will not remember that you will ask this, and nobody will be able to remember this. Okay. So please feel free to ask. If you have something in mind, ask. Okay, ask. Okay, please, everyone. Okay, don't be hesitant. Okay, in asking doubts. Okay. Yes, pi is a constant. So Mingal has asked, is pi a constant? Yes, pi is a constant. It's 22/7. So pi is a constant. So if pi is a constant, what will be the degree of pi? In the chat, everyone. What will be the degree of pi? Excellent. Everyone right. No, Prisha, it is not. It is not. How it is 1 year? No problem, no problem. Even Yugesh, you have put 1. Okay, only these two people, Prisha and Yugesh, have put 1. And Suraj also has put, Suraj has put a different. I asked degree. How can degree be in decimal, Suraj? See, the
Sir,
answer is, tell me.
actually I got confused, sir.
No problem, no problem. So, whenever we have a constant, see, if pi is there, only x power 0 I can put, right? Then only pi will remain pi because pi into 1 will become pi. So, degree of pi, degree of, see, whenever a constant is there, no, degree of constant is, degree of pi is also 0 only. Clear, everyone? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Moving forward. Okay. We are going to classify polynomials. Okay. We are going to classify polynomials. Okay. we are going to classify polynomials. So next is classifications of polynomial. Classification of polynomials. Okay. So now we can classify polynomials in two ways. First of all, based on the number of terms. Based on the number of terms. So based on the number of terms, we can classify the polynomial as number one. Okay. Monomial. So mono means one. So monomial means what? Only one term will be there. So single term. Based on the number of terms, we have understood what is term. The quantity separated by plus and minus. So whenever it is a monomial, it is a single term. For example, x, 5, 5x. See, 5x is also a single term because it is a multiply, no? 5 into x. So 5x is also a monomial. Okay. X by 5. What about 5 by x? Is it a monomial in the chat, everyone? Is it a monomial 5 by x? Everyone? Is 5 by x a monomial? Oh, wow. Some people have put yes also. The answer is no. See, we are classifying what? We are classifying polynomials. We are classifying polynomials. Correct? See, first of all, this has to be polynomial to be called as a monomial, right? Because we are classifying polynomials. See, this has to be a polynomial. See, 5 by x means what? See, 5 by x, I can write as 5 into x power minus 1. How can I write like that? See, in laws of exponents, if you would have studied 9th standard exponents, right? See, you have learned if I have a to the power m, 1 by a to the power m, if it goes to the top, no, it will become minus m. If I have 1 by a to the power m, if it goes to the top, no, it will become minus. And suppose if I have a to the power minus m, if it goes to the bottom, it will become plus. So if you take to the top or bottom, the sign will change basically. So here x power 1, nothing is there means x power 1. So x power 1, if it goes to the top, it will become minus 1, right? So here 5 by x means I can write x to the power minus 1 if it goes to the top. And minus 1 is not a whole number. Power of the variable is minus 1 is not a whole number, right? See, if I have 5 by x, maybe I'll explain here. I need some space actually. 5 by x, I can write 5 into x to the power minus 1. So here minus 1. Minus 1 is an integer, not a whole number. That is why this is not a monomial. Clear, everyone? Perfect. Perfect. All of you, please, I mean, after the class gets over, when I share the class notes, I mean, I will not share the, see, I will not share class notes on your WhatsApp. What do you have to do? I have shared one message. Okay. I have shared one message to your WhatsApp. In that message, if you read, no, you please read once. Okay. I mean, it may take maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You read once. If all the things you read, when you start reading, you will find one Google Classroom link for maths and another Google Classroom link for science. There will be two Google Classroom link. So when you click on that link, some people have already joined actually. When you click on that link, right, you'll be able to join the Google Classroom. And once you join, right, once you join, you go to classwork and click on the Google Drive, click on this drive link, you will be able to access, you go to open the polynomials and you will be able to, if you double click, I mean, I will update this. See, whatever I have taught now, I will try to upload that. You see what will happen. I'll just show you. Whatever I have taught now will be reflected here. I'll just show you just 1 minute. Okay. Just 1 minute. I'll try to refresh this. I think so automatically it will come. Okay. 1 minute. It will take time. Maybe. I will click again. I'll click again. Now only I have put it. Okay. Look, 9:10, right? 9, you can see the time. Double click. See, variable, constant, whatever I taught is there. So whatever I'm teaching, it will be available in the form of class notes. You will get where? In the Google Classroom only. I will not send on WhatsApp. I have already sent a message. You please join. If you don't know how to join, I have shared one video also. In that video, I have explained everything. Okay. And if you need any help, please ask. Don't say, sir, I was not able to access class notes. That is why I did not write. Don't give all those excuses. And please set up alarm. Okay. If you join even 1 minute late, I will not allow hereafter. Okay, please set up alarm for the timings and all. In my mobile also I have set up alarm for all the classes. As a teacher also I have set alarm so that I don't miss any class. Like, I mean, sometimes I may miss, right? I may forget that today is 10th standard class. Because I have other classes also, right? I may forget. So I have put alarm. Okay. So you also please put alarm. Okay. Perfect. And all of you, I have sent another link for joining WhatsApp community. See why I'm not getting WhatsApp group. In WhatsApp group, no, everybody can see your contact. But in WhatsApp community, nobody can see your contact except me. So please join the WhatsApp community of trial. Okay. There is actually a trial 10th WhatsApp community. Please join that. Everybody. You just check the message. You will have the link. You join it, please, everyone. Okay. Because whatever message I have to send, I will send there only. Regarding test, regarding anything, I'll send there only. Okay. So till the time you are attending the trial classes, you please join the trial WhatsApp group. Once you confirm that you want to study here, I will transfer you to another. That I'll do it automatically. That I will do it. Okay. That I will itself add. I will not share the link because everybody, I don't want everybody to be there. Only those people who are enrolled, I will put in the another WhatsApp community, another Google Classroom. So first of all, you join the trial because now is the trial period, right? For all of you. Okay. So only if you confirm, you will be transferred, not before that. Okay. So this time I want to make it a bit more systematic. Otherwise, if you check the Google Classroom, right, there are so many other students there, but only few people had joined last time. I mean, so I don't want actually to create a mess there in the Google Classroom. Okay. So fine. So monomial we have understood that is single term. So this is a monomial, but 5 by x is not a monomial because it is not a polynomial itself. Okay. Next we have binomial. So bi means two. Binomial means two terms. Okay. Two terms. For example, x plus 5. One term, another term. Okay. Binomial. Next 2x square plus 10x. This is also binomial. Two terms are there. Next, trinomial. Trinomial means three terms. So for example, 2x square plus 10x minus 5. There are three terms here, right? So it is a trinomial. Okay. Next, we have something called as tetranomial. They may not ask tetranomial, but just remember, tetranomial means four terms. For example, 2x cubed plus 5x square minus 10x minus 7. Just randomly, I've given some examples. This is a tetranomial because four terms are there. Okay. So based on number of terms, we have monomial, binomial, trinomial, tetranomial. See, please remember, all these are classifications of polynomials, right? All these are classifications of polynomials. That means even monomial is a polynomial, even binomial is a polynomial, even trinomial is a polynomial. See, polynomial definition is what? Power of the variable should be whole number. Here also whole number we have, here also everywhere whole numbers we have, right? So all these are actually polynomial as well. Please remember. All these are polynomial as well. Okay. All these are polynomial as well. Okay. But numerator 5. Shinika, what, come up once again. I need to understand what you have typed. Can you unmute and ask? Shinika? Amruta, you have also put something here. Tell me.
Sir, previous question you wrote 5 by x, no sir. So I'm telling that 1 by a to the power of m, on the numerator 1 is there, but then 5 by x, on the numerator only 5 is there. So how can it relate this?
Okay, see, whenever we have 1, right? I mean, here also I can write 1. 1 into. And 1 into anything is the same thing, right? That is why I have not written that 1. But here 5 is there. So 5, 5 into this one will be 5x by x, right? So because 5 is there, I have written as it is. But 1, even if you don't write, it's understood, right? Because 1 into 5 will be 5, or 1 into anything will be 1. It's like the same number. 1 into this will be the same thing, right? So that is why 1 is not written. Is that clear? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Now see, whenever you're finding a polynomial, right? Don't look at constant, only variable power. See, variable power only you look. Variable power is negative. It is not a whole number. That is why it is not a polynomial. That is why it is not a polynomial. Variable power alone we have to see. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Amrita, 5 by x is a binomial. No, it is not a binomial. 5 by x is not a see, 5 by x is first of all not a polynomial. Have you understood 5 by x is not a polynomial, Amrita?
Yes, sir.
So how it can see, it cannot be a binomial itself. It can, first of
Because
all, yeah.
because the
First of all,
power is negative. It's integer.
correct. It's an integer. Correct. Okay. Yes. Okay. Next. Next. So we have understood all this are polynomial. Now we are going to classify based on degree. Okay. Based on degree. Okay. So next is classification based on degree. So based on degree, we are going to classify the polynomial as linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. So linear means degree will be 1. What is linear? Degree will be 1. So for example, I have x plus 5. See here, highest part of the degree is what? Highest part of the variable? Yes. So here degree will be 1. So this is a linear polynomial. Okay. 2x plus 10. This is also linear. Next we have quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. Next we have quadratic polynomial. So quadratic polynomial means degree will be 2. So for example, 2x square plus 10x minus 7. Highest part of the variable is 2, right? So it is a quadratic polynomial. Next we have cubic polynomial. So cubic polynomial means degree will be 3. For example, 4x to the power 3 plus 7x square minus 5x minus 10. See here degree, highest part of the variable is 3, right? So that is why degree is 3. Okay. Next, we have something called as biquadratic. Biquadratic polynomial. Here degree will actually be biquadratic polynomial. Here degree will actually be 4. So for example, 5x to the power 4 minus 7x square plus 10x minus 7. Or maybe anything I can put actually. See here, if you look, highest part of the variable is what? 4. See, although we have 4, see, we are not going to see number of terms, only highest part of the variable alone here. That is 4. That is why degree is actually 4. Okay. Are you all getting? Yes. Perfect. Now, is it like only we have highest degree 4? No, it's not like that. Is it like, I mean, we can only have 4 terms? No, not like that. I can have many terms also. I can have 10 terms. I can have, see, but in our syllabus, we will not have those many terms, but we can have a polynomial with 10 terms also. So how will we say that? We will say that this is a polynomial of having 10 terms. We'll say like that. Okay. See, if it is having 2 terms, binomial, 3 terms, trinomial, tetranomial is 4 terms. Suppose if it is having 10 terms, we'll say it is a polynomial with 10 terms. Like that we'll say. Suppose degree is 100. We will say it is a polynomial of degree 100. We'll say like that. Suppose I have something like x to the power 37 plus 5x minus 100. So we'll say this is a polynomial of degree 37. Okay. Having 3 terms. Here 1, 2, 3 terms only. Okay. This is a polynomial with a degree 37 and having 3 terms. Okay. Or maybe I'll put maybe some more terms. Just 1 minute to be able to minus 100x plus 8, maybe plus 9. Okay. So the above is a polynomial of degree 37. Okay. Having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. Having 5 terms. One more thing I would like to say, whenever we are finding number of terms or degree, no, first of all, simplify the expression. See, here expression is already simplified. Now, suppose I give question like this, okay? 5x square plus 3x plus 2x minus 7 or minus 10. See, many people will say there are 4 terms. Answer is not correct. Because we can simplify this one and it will become 5x square plus 5x minus 10. So there are basically 3 terms only. Although it looks there are 4 terms, it's actually 3 terms only. Are you all getting? Now suppose I have maybe 5x square plus 3x minus 2x square minus maybe 3x square plus 10. Here if you look, if you simplify, no? If you simplify this, it will become 5x square plus 3x minus 5x square plus 1. So this gets cancelled. So you'll get 3x plus 1. So here there are 2 terms and degree is 1, not 2. Don't see just like this one. You simplify. So whenever you want to say degree or number of terms, always you have to simplify. Are you all getting? Yes. Please remember, okay? All these things also maybe you while writing notes, no, you write it. That is why only if you write within 24 hours, you'll be able to recall. Otherwise, you'll not know what was taught here. You have to write notes within 24 hours so that some of the things you can write on your own also. Okay. See, all these things you have to write now something. That will come only if you write within 24 hours. Otherwise, you'll forget. If you take this class notes after 1 month, you will not recall anything. So everyone must write your own class notes, own. Don't use my digital notes and print it. No use of that. You should not just print and use my notes. You have to write your own notes. Okay. Now, before we move forward with the questions, I will do some questions also. I have one more concept. See, suppose if I have root of something, root x. Okay. See, whenever we have root, right? Root. See, this is a square root. See, whenever we have square root, right, we don't put 2 here. But if there is a cube root, no, we'll put 3 here. Suppose this is the 5th root, I will put 5 here. Suppose if it is nth root, okay, I will actually put n here. So square root means power will, you know what? Power will become half. Cube root means power will become 1 by 3. 5th root means power will become 1 by 5. Nth root means it will actually become power 1 by n. Okay. Now, if you look here, whenever we have root of x, power of the variable, see, whenever we are finding polynomials, we look at the power of the variable, right? Power of the variable is half. Half is not a whole number. So whenever we are having root of a variable or cube root of a variable or any root of a variable, okay, now, but suppose if I have square root of this one, I mean, here it will be x only. So, I mean, if you have square root of x square, then it is actually a polynomial because if you can simplify it, you'll get only x. Yes or no, everyone? So, I mean, if you're not able to take a root, so root of this one, x power, whenever variable is there, power 1 and root of that. So, variable power is half, right, here, whenever root is there. So, it is not a polynomial. Yes or no, everyone? Yes or no, everyone? But suppose if I have root 2 into x, I told you we have to only look at the power of the variable, not constant. See, root 2 is fixed. Root 2 will not change. Root 2 will always in calculator 1.414 and so on. So here, power of the variable is 1, right? So this is a polynomial. Yes or no, everyone? But suppose if I have, maybe maybe I have 2 root x. See, x is having power half. So this is not a polynomial. This is a polynomial. Because here root is only for 2. No, constant, we don't see the power. We don't see the power of constant. We see power of variable. Okay. Are you all getting? Now, suppose if I am having an like polynomial, for example, I'm having x plus 5. And suppose they're asking what is the coefficient of x square. See, here there's no x square itself. Here there's no x square. But they're asking coefficient of x square. See, that means only if the coefficient of x square is 0, only if the coefficient of x square is 0, then only that x square term will not be there. Only if the coefficient of x square is 0, then only that x square will not be there. Only if this is 0, then only this will not be there. Then only you'll have only this. So if they're asking coefficient of x square in this one, the answer will be 0. Clear? Perfect. Perfect. Coefficient of x square in this, if they ask, it is 0 because x square into 0 is this 0. So 0 plus this one will be x plus 5. Okay. Now let's do the questions quickly. Will not take much time. I'll actually just take out some questions. It is actually from 9th standard only. Okay, so quickly we'll solve that. Very basics. See, I make the basics very, very clear. Okay, and then I go on to the other concepts. Okay, if basics are not clear, no, there is no use of doing questions. In school, right, the main focus is on finishing syllabus, but here it's not like that. Your main focus is on developing the concepts. Okay, and trust me, even if you're below average, no, you will actually thank me later on for actually, like, you will find a lot of transformation within yourself for sure. But if you're sincere, not just coming, attending the classes, not writing class notes, there's no point. Then there'll be no benefit at all. Okay. So here we don't have to write reasons. Okay. All of you just have to tell me. Okay. So now one more thing. See, suppose if I am having this one. Okay. Look at this. This is actually a polynomial. Why it is a polynomial? Because power of the variables are whole numbers. See, here I have three variables. X is a variable, Y is a variable, T is a variable. And 10, 3, 50, all are whole numbers, right? So this is a polynomial, but there are three variables. There are three variables. Now, if you look at this one, X is the only variable right here. X is the only variable. So this is a polynomial in one variable. This is a polynomial in three variable. Suppose I have X plus Y. This is also a polynomial in two variables. Yes or no, everyone? Yes. So the question is saying, which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? So if you this one, if you look, is this a polynomial in one variable? Yes or no? This one? Yes, right? You can all show thumbs up. That's it. Okay. And if it is not, you can show thumbs down. Okay. This one, is it a polynomial in one variable? Yes or no? The answer is yes. Because root 2 is actually a constant, right? So power of the, see, if it is a constant, if root 2 is a constant, here y power 0 will come. Because y power 0 is 1. Why I am not putting x power 0? Actually, I can put x power 0. But generally, whatever variable is here, no, x, y, we use y only here. Generally. Okay. Next. Is this a polynomial in one variable? No. Some people actually showing a thumbs up. It is no. Root t, no. T is a variable here. Root t. T means power t power half, right? Half is not a whole number. So this is not a polynomial first. Yes or no, everyone? This is not a polynomial because power cannot be a integer or a fraction. Okay. Here it's actually a fraction. What about this? Is this a polynomial? No. Because here, y, if it goes to the top, it will become negative power. Negative is an integer. Negative number is an integer. So this is not a, these two are not polynomials. While writing notes, no, write the reason also. Because t power half, half is a fraction, not a whole number. Here power minus 1. Minus 1 is an integer. That is why it's not a polynomial. Is this a polynomial? Actually, the question is one variable, so it is not one variable basically. It is a polynomial, but not one. Answer is no only. Because they're asking in one variable. So it is not in one variable. It is in three variables. Clear? Yes. Perfect. Next, write the coefficient of x square in each of the following. Tell me the coefficient of x square here. Everyone in the chat quickly. Right. Answer is 1. Okay. Answer, because x square before nothing is there means 1. Okay. Before, see, x square coefficient alone we have to find out. So plus 1. Nothing is there means 1. So plus 1. What is the so answer is 1 here. What is the coefficient of x square here? Answer is minus 1. See, x square, before x square we have minus. So minus 1. Don't say 2. See, 2 is another term itself. In this term, we have to see minus 1. Answer is minus 1. Here, what is the coefficient of x square? Pi by 2. Pi by 2. Answer is pi by 2. What is the coefficient of x square here? Very nice. No, I shall not write. I shall not write. X square is asked, no? This is x, right? Some people have put actually root 2. See, x square they're asking. Where is x square here? There's no x square. That means 0 into x square plus root. I can write this one like this. 0 into x square plus root 2x minus 1. Answer is 0 only because it has to be 0, right? Yes or no? Answer is 0. Just 5 more minutes. I know time is up. 5 more minutes, not more than that for sure. Okay. Give one example. See, this one we'll leave it. We can actually give so many examples. Degree 35 means x power has maximum power has to be 35. This is one example. Or binomial they're asking, no, maybe plus 100 I can put. Okay. X to the power 35 plus 100x maybe. Okay. So this is actually a polynomial of degree 35. Monomial of degree 100. Monomial means only one term. So y to the power 100 I can put. Okay. Next, write the degree of each of the following. What is the degree of this? Put the number. Yes, all of you are right. Good. Degree is 3. Highest power of the variable is 3. What is the degree here? Very good. Answer is 2. Okay. Very good. What is the degree here? Very good. Answer is 1. See, we have to see variable power. Don't see constant power. Variable power. Okay. See, constant power variable is here is 0. So degree highest power of the variable is 1, right? Actually, here we have to put t only. Basically, whenever t is there, same variable will put. So here it's 1. Answer is 1. What is the power of the variable? What is the degree of this one? 0. No. Some people have put 1. Then you are not listening properly. Some people have put 2. People have actually put 1. Yogesh and Amruta. See, whenever we have a constant, x power will always be 0, right? So degree is 0. Is that clear? Yes. Perfect. Answer is 0. Next, classify each of the following as linear, quadratic, and cubic. See, linear you put capital L, quadratic while giving the answer. Quadratic you put capital Q, and cubic you put capital C. So first one is what? Very good. Capital Q. It's a quadratic. Degree is 2, right? So quadratic. Second one, it's cubic. Third one, it's quadratic. See, we have to only give quadratic and all. Okay, quadratic, linear, this is quadratic. Because highest power is 2, right? So it's quadratic. Here, linear. Very good. Here, linear. See, variable is t. T power is 1, so linear. Here, quadratic. Very good. Here, cubic. Answer is cubic. See, in our syllabus, we only have up to quadratic. I mean, we have quadratic and linear. We don't have cubic. Earlier, cubic was there. Cubic polynomial was also there. Now we have only linear and quadratic. That's all. Okay. Now, one more thing. When the class gets over, I'll upload the notes there. You please, first of all, join the Google Classroom and then upload. Access the notes from there. Recordings will be uploaded by tomorrow morning. Okay. So if anybody wants to watch the recording also once again, you can watch it. Okay. So if you can watch the recording to get how to access the notes and all, if anybody is having a doubt as to how to access notes, you can also message me on WhatsApp. Okay, I'll tell you how to access. I'll share one video. You can actually watch it. You'll actually get more clarity as to how to actually access the, you'll get a clarity as to how to access the class notes and stuff. Okay, so just 1 minute. So with this, we'll stop. If anybody is having any doubt in whatever we have discussed so far, you can wait and ask. If you don't have a doubt, you can leave. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Take care. Bye-bye and good night.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.